First time he turned up for the England duty, he was actually training with the team rather than selected for the squad. And he turned up with his autograph book to get some of the players he admired most. And I thought that was quite touching. It was something that you don't really come across too often now in professional football, that players are really involved in the sport for the love of the sport.
Beckham was one of the central figures of England's 1998 World Cup campaign. The journey to his full international debut in Moldova, though, had certainly been long and particularly winding after initial rejection as a schoolboy.
Well, David went to all the trials, the regional ones, did exceptionally well, and then went to the first residential trial at Nottingham. But I was told by the English selectors that they were only sending him because he'd done well, but he'd never make an England player because he was too small. They often say playing for England schoolboys is the kiss of death, but I think the reasons for him not getting selected were deplorable at the time.
What do you need to be an England schoolboy player then?
Well, I think in those days you need to have sideburns, 2 children and a car.
Glenn Hoddle selected Beckham for every one of England's qualifiers on the road to France '98. His international career overlapping that of another midfield genius.
As Gascoigne goes forward again, challenged by Spirou, flicks the ball through to Wright, and Wright gets it back to Gascoigne! A wonderful goal!
Time was about to be called on Gascoigne, though, and England needed a new creative heartbeat, and Hoddle didn't have to look too hard.
Beckham. Sorting out to be done by England here. Beckham. Shearer. Goalkeeper committed. England are level. Alan Shearer has done the trick. Again, the keeper using his fist, but going straight to David Beckham again, so he gets another go at the corner. And it's gone in, and it's Paul Scholes. Sheringham once again. This is a better England move again. Beckham, and it might come into Sheringham. Didn't quite hit it probably. Beckham! Oh, just over. And it's all over. England have qualified for the World Cup finals in France. A brilliant 0-0 draw here.
Well, we didn't get a goal, but David Beckham, we were pretty close once or twice.
Yeah, you know, I've had a couple of chances, but you know, as Incy says, we're there, and obviously we're there.
We're there, man. I should have done a T-shirt, man.
Hopes were high heading for France as England went with one of the most talented young squads for years. But coach Hoddle was hesitant about using some of his new superstars, and Beckham was one of the men to suffer. A win and a draw left England needing to beat Colombia to qualify from their opening group. Becks was back, and a free kick, his first international goal for England, set up a second-round tie with Argentina.
The streets of England lay almost completely deserted this evening, with much of the country in front of a television, somewhere, somehow.
You're watching the match tonight, Mum?
I don't know what time it is.
8 o'clock.
Oh.
Will you be cheering on England?
Well, I think I'm sure.
I'll certainly be watching, and everyone's going to have their fingers crossed and hoping England do well.
I think it was a silly thing to retaliate, but I don't think he deserved to get, you know, the slating that he got and people being so malicious.
Can't win a match on that standard with 10 players.
We're all disappointed, and we'll all talk about it for years to come.
The truth is, we had a mountain of courage and a molehill of luck, unfortunately. And of course, there were certain things that shouldn't have happened.
2 days before I was a hero, and the next day they wanted me hung up.
What happened after that sending off against Argentina was unheard of.
I was particularly critical of David Beckham in his sending off, but in no way did I expect the kind of vitriol that he suffered as a result of that.
England fans expect a bit too much from him as well, and then like burning effigies of him and stuff like that.
Yeah, but not with that, but I mean, giving his mum and dad a load of grief was just ridiculous.
I remember picking up some of the tabloid papers, and there was like pictures of you know, the bullseye thing with David Beckham's face in it and stuff. And it wasn't even a sending off.
No. As they arrived back at Heathrow, everyone was looking for the familiar features of David Beckham. He's been roundly criticised after his needless sending off. There's now concern from both country and his club, Manchester United, that he could suffer a season of abuse from angry supporters.
I'm quite a strong person anyway, really. But, you know, Victoria helped me, my family helped me. You know, I flew straight over to America to see Victoria. So that helped me a lot. I was out of the way of everything.
What did Alex Ferguson say to you?
He just said, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, come back to the club, enjoy football here.
Opposing terraces tried to make Beckham's life hell, but amid prophetic rumours of a move away from Manchester, the Old Trafford faithful stood firm.
I think Old Trafford closed ranks like a big family and just put its arms around David.
Hated in the rest of the world, adored in Manchester.
I think the United fans were brilliant. They all stood by Beckham. I mean, I know it was stupid what he did. He admitted that it was stupid, but at the end of the day, he didn't miss the penalties.
He didn't try and talk the country round. The people that hated him, all the people that just said, I can't believe he did whatever, he actually let his job, his football, do the talking.
I think his reaction to it was extraordinary. It says a lot about the man, you know.
That's what made Beckham the great character he is.
Has to be a Beckham special. Can he dip it? Drops it in. Yes, he has! Beckham's back! Love him or hate him, you can't keep a great footballer down. Oh, what a joyous moment after a summer of torment for David Beckham. Some have made him out to be a villain. His manager will only tell you what a highly talented player he is. Look at that. Little room to play with, but opening day perfection. It's Beckham who sent it in, and it's Dwight York.
Ollie Solskjaer. Now Dwight York. David Beckham. He's got outside Sergi. Beckham's cross. Giggs is there! Oh! Fantastic cross by Beckham, and a header to match. It's Beckham. It's fantastic! Absolutely fantastic, both in its execution and its timing.
Now David Beckham, who's got a famous goal against them, and has got a pretty good goal against them this time.
It's David Beckham. Oh, I say! And the goalkeeper still hasn't touched it. Played slightly behind David Beckham. Oh, underneath the goalkeeper's body, and it's Dwight York's turn to get in on the act. Beckham's cross, York's header, goalkeeping error, 4-0 to Manchester United.
You could swing them in all day, just at these banana-shaped balls curling into the box, and just get Dwight York on the end of it nodding it. And I remember just seeing goal after goal after goal, just another ball in from Beckham and another headed goal. It's just the sheer consistency of his delivery. There was no one, and probably there is no one better. He's the greatest crosser of the ball in the world. Now, crossing the ball is 20% of the football game. It's quite a lot to be the best in the world at. And that was the contribution. I mean, that was, you know, putting Yorkie and Coley in all the time like that. Fantastic.
The fact that he could do those banana balls so well, I mean, it was just like, you know, the faith in him was never, you know, you never lost faith in him ever, no matter what you did. And I think, you know, he just always was outstanding.
And it's in! He's done it now! David Beckham!
Beckham's cross. Oh, Cole came in. This is Irwin now. Dennis Irwin's cross. Oh, and on Beckham! It's the equaliser.
Here's Sheringham. Beckham!